Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show that puts obscure knowledge to the test. Let's meet today's players. Welcome, Phil and Carol. Where have you come from?
I've come from Tunbridge Wells, and my sister Carol is from Harrow.
Carol, what do you do in Harrow?
Well, I work at the British Museum. I'm a paper conservator, currently training how to mount Chinese scrolls.
Wow. These are ancient Chinese scrolls.
They don't let me touch the ancient ones just yet, because it's like a 10-year training process.
10 years training. OK. Phil, what do you do?
I'm currently at university studying advertising and brand management, which
Advertising and brand management.
It's brilliant because, like, well, I can watch my favourite pastime of watching TV. I count that as research. So
that's brilliant. But
good.
yes, that means you're not allowed to whiz through the outbreaks, though, are you?
Not allowed. Not allowed.
Very best of luck to the pair of you. It's great to have you here. And next, we welcome Phil H. and Mick. Now, how do you two know each other?
Mick's my dad.
Yeah.
Mick's my dad. I've known him for 48 years. Although the first few were a little bit hazy for me, of course. I've got a lot of photos to sort of bring back the memories, but we both come from Wellingborough in Northamptonshire.
Very good. What would you like to see come up, Phil, this afternoon?
Chinese manuscripts would be good.
Yes, I was just thinking that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Just anything like that, you know, anything to do with that. No, again, I'd love anything to do with entertainment. I do actually like ancient history, the Roman era, up to the time of Julius Caesar. That's always been an interest for me.
Mick, what about you?
Something that I have some slight knowledge about, I think.
OK.
I like to think I know a little bit about sport, a
Yeah.
little bit about geography, politics, I suppose, in a way. So we live in hopes on that one.
OK, but a nice sort of broad field of
Exactly.
interests. There we are.
Yeah.
Splendid. Well, it's great to have you both here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And next we welcome back Mandy and Ryan. You were on the show last time. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final, and this is your last chance. Remind us how you did.
Not good.
No, not very well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Went out on the first round.
Yes.
Eek.
Words ending in E-E-K. Geek and leek we had from you, and they just scored very high.
They did.
That was it, yeah.
I thought geek could be low.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of my words that...
Yeah. It seems everyone's using it now, Mandy. What are you going to hope comes up this afternoon?
Bit of music.
Geography would be quite good. I drive quite long distances through lots of countries, so something to do with geography would be quite good.
Well, great to have you back on the show. We'll hope we'll see more of you this time. Best of luck. And finally, we welcome back Tom and Darren. You were also on the show last time. Remind us what happened with you.
Yes, we did quite well. We got to the head-to-head, but unfortunately we didn't go any further. I honestly think the couple that beat us were very good, very good. Excellent. Give them all credit to that.
Very good. Darren, what would you like to see come up this afternoon?
Maybe it's a bit of TV. I do like watching TV. I like watching my soaps a little bit. And sport as well, watching our sport on TV as well.
Very good, very good. Tom, how about you? What would you like to see this afternoon?
Oh, I'd like to see maybe history, because it's one of my major subjects. I'm also interested in the battles that was in the First World War and also the Second World War. So really speaking, history and the war. OK, history and the First or Second World War. Well, very best of luck to the pair of you. It's great to have you all here. We'll find out more about all of you as the show goes on. There's only one person left for me to introduce. He toils in the engine room of the good ship Obscurity. He's my pointless friend. He's Richard.
Hiya. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you.
I've got 2 returning pairs today who had very mixed fortunes last time. Mandy and Ryan we didn't see very much of. It'd be nice to see a little bit more of them today. But Tom and Darren went all the way through to the head-to-head. Very tough head-to-head as well. They played very well. So I suspect they could do very well. Might be tough for our 2 new pairs today, but should be a cracking game, I think.
Very good. Thanks very much, Richard. Well, we put all our questions to 100 people before the show, but this is pointless, so we are after the obscure answers they didn't get. To stay in the game with a chance to win our jackpot, all our players need to do is score as few points as they possibly can. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Now, David and Jane won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. Right, let's play Pointless. Now, in the first round, each of you must give me one answer and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, they will score the maximum of 100 points, so do try and avoid those if you can. Now, in this round, we're going to show you 2 question categories. The first category will be played on the first pass, going up the line. The second category will be then played on the second pass as we come back down the line. So, as always, it's crucial to decide who goes first and who goes second. So let's reveal those 2 categories, and we have got DIY and cookery. So remember, DIY will be played on the way up in the first pass, and cookery will be played on the way back down in the second pass. Can you all now decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the first DIY question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of tool as they could. Types of tool. Richard.
Yeah, the correct answers in this round will all be types of tool. That's hand tools, machine tools or power tools used in the home, garden or workshop.
OK, thank you very much. Now, Phil and Carol, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. Now, for each question, we're going to give you a choice of 7 possible answers on the board. Here is your first set of 7 answers. And it reads like this. Screwdriver, chisel, bradawl, adze, mattock, jigsaw, burrel. I'll read those one more time. Screwdriver, chisel, bradawl, adze, mattock, jigsaw, burrel. Now, I can tell you at least one of those answers is pointless, and at least one of those answers is incorrect. Pick an incorrect one, and obviously you'll score the maximum of 100 points. So then, Phil.
It's not looking pretty. So I'm going to have to take a punt, and I'm going to have to go with adze. Is that how it's pronounced?
Let's say adze.
Okay,
but,
ads.
Ads, come on, you want to work in the ads?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Right up your street. OK, well done, Phil. You're saying ads. Let's see if it's right and how many people said it, if so. Good luck. It's right. Very well done, Phil. Very well done indeed. 2 points. 2 for ads.
Well done, Phil. Very good start. Yeah, it's a type of axe with a curved blade at right angles to the handle. It's used for shaping wood, that sort of thing. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Phil, we are looking for tools.
Yeah, there's a few up there that are pretty common, I think. Quite a few I've never heard of before. So I'm going to go for one of the ones I've heard for, and I'm going to say bradawl.
Bradawl. There it is. Bradawl. Do you know what it is, a bradawl?
It's a small boring tool, I think, for wood.
Not that boring. It's probably quite exciting. OK, bradawl. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Good luck, Phil. Down it goes. 8. Very well done, Phil. Another nice low score for bradawl.
Well done, Phil. Yeah, it is. There's no other way of putting it. It is a little boring tool. And a bradawl is different to an awl because it's got the tip is kind of beveled. It makes little holes in things.
Very good. Now then, Ryan, we're looking for types of tool. What do you think?
I'm going to go for the one I know, which I think is going to be the least common, and I'm going to play chisel.
OK, chisel. Let's see if chisel's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said chisel. It's right. $35, Ryan. 35 for chisel, Richard.
Yeah, chisel. It's a cutting tool, usually used with a hammer or mallet.
Now then, Tom.
Yes.
Types of tool. You're the last person to have this selection, so you can talk us through the board, if you like.
Well, the sad thing is, the ones that I do know, and I know nearly all of those, have gone. So I'm either going to have to take a punt, a guess, or play it relatively safe and stay in the game.
Well, I tell you what, there is at least one pointless answer on that board.
I'm going to play it safe and go for jigsaw.
You're going for jigsaw. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said jigsaw. Good luck. Well, it's right. Well, there you are. That scores you 11.
Yeah, it's a saw used for cutting irregular patterns. A jigsaw, that's what the jigsaw puzzle is named after. A puzzle made by a jigsaw. Let's take a look at the other answer. Screwdriver was the one everyone's avoiding. Would have scored a very hefty 89 points. And of those last two, one of those is pointless, one is incorrect. What do you think?
Mattock is the pointless one.
Yeah, mattock is a pointless answer. Well done if you said that. It's an early sort of hoe. And Burrell is it's the real surname. Stanley Burrell is the real name of MC Hammer. So it's an incorrect answer.
OK, thank you very much, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Phil P. That was a brilliant answer from you. 2, there you are, deservedly at the bottom of the heap, or top of the heap, if you see what I mean. And then Phil H, another good answer for you on 8. Then up to 11 for Tom and Darren. And then way out in front, Ryan and Mandy with 35. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, for the second pass, the category is cookery. Let's see what that cookery question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many ways to cook or serve eggs as they could.
Yeah, nothing to add there. The correct answers in this round, just ways to cook or to serve eggs.
Brilliant. Now, as with the first pass, we're going to give you a choice of 7 possible answers on the board. Your set of 7 answers for cookery goes like this. Bourbonnais, à la Florentine, poached, en cocotte, Creole, Benedict, sunny side up. I'll read those one more time. Bourbonnais, à la Florentine, poached, en cocotte, Creole, Benedict, sunny side up. Now, again, I can tell you that at least one of those answers is pointless and at least one of those answers is incorrect. So try and avoid those if you possibly can. Now then, Darren, you are on 11. The high scorers are Mandy and Ryan on 35. If you can score 23 or less, you are through to the next round. What do you think? We're looking for ways to cook or serve eggs. And obviously, you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people said.
Yeah, I do like eggs as well, but I only usually cook them one way, which is up there, but I think it's probably the most popular one. Bit of a guess, I'm going to go with Benedict.
Benedict. OK, you're saying Benedict. Here's your red line. If you get below that red line with eggs Benedict, you are through to the next round. Good luck. Is it right? How many people said Benedict? Yep, you've done it. Very well done. 15. 15 takes your total up to 26. You are through to the next round. Richard.
Well played, Darren. Yeah, served on a muffin with hollandaise sauce and either ham or bacon.
Mandy, you are the high scorers on 35. You have to score as low as you possibly can. We're looking for ways to serve or cook eggs. What are you thinking?
Couple of definites. Has got no idea, so I'm just going to go wild and go for, I can't even say it, Bourbonnais? Bourbonnais?
Bourbonnais. There it is. Bourbonnais at the top. Very well done, Mandy. That's the spirit. Bourbonnais. You say, let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Bourbonnais. Oh, Mandy, that's so unfair.
Oh, you can kick me now.
Oh, dear, oh dear. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. You score the maximum of 100 points, and that takes your total up to an unassailable 135, I'm afraid to say. Richard.
Yeah, sorry, Mandy. Not an egg, it's a chicken. It's a type of chicken from France.
What came first?
Well, I'll tell you now, the chicken came last.
Now then, Mick. You are on 8. The high scorers on 135 are Mandy and Ryan. You'll never overtake their high score. Let's find some pointless answers.
Well, I'm glad I was on 3rd, because I was going to have Benedict first, and my second choice was going to be Bourbonnais. So I'm quite pleased I'm 3rd. So I shall go for en cocotte.
En cocotte, there it is. 4th one down. En cocotte, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Obviously no red line for you because you're already through to the next round. En cocotte. That's right. Very well done. That's a great answer, Mick. And a nice low score for you. That scores 3, taking your total up to 11. Richard.
Yeah, lots of different versions of that, but it's basically pouring an egg over a base that involves usually onions and mushrooms. Put it in a ramekin, put it in a bain-marie. Lovely. Eggs en cocotte.
Lovely. Now then, Carol, there's at least one pointless answer on that board. It doesn't matter what you score, even if there's no shame in taking a risk and scoring 100.
Well, no poached, no sunny side up. I think a la Florentine is with spinach and maybe also with hollandaise sauce. I've got no idea what Creole would be. I'm gonna go for a la Florentine.
A la Florentine, you say? Okay, well, let's see if a la Florentine is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Good luck. Very well done, Carol. The lowest score of the whole round takes your total up to 3.
Yeah,
Richard.
3 points between them. That's a team to be reckoned with. And you're absolutely right, it's with spinach, but usually a Mornay sauce
Okay.
rather than hollandaise. But I'm not going to
Just tell
penalise
us,
you for that.
just remind us what a Mornay sauce is, will you, Richard?
Well, the Mornay sauce has cheese in it, doesn't it?
Yes. Is that yes?
Yeah. Usually Gruyere or Parmesan. Now, let's look at the rest of the board. It is. It is.
Yes, it's up. Good.
Yeah, poached egg, which is obviously the basis of a la Florentine, but also eggs Benedict. That would have scored you 91 points. Very good score. Sunny side up, it's just a way of cooking a fried egg. Would have scored you 7 points. And Creole is the pointless answer. That's a boiled egg cooked in various different things. Pointless answer. Very well done if you said Creole at home.
Very good. I'm amazed. Sunny side up. You should have gone for that, Mandy.
I know.
Sunny side up.
Crazy. I might as well go out with a bang. Really.
You've gone out with a bang. Well, that's true. Yeah. Well, thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, it is Mandy and Ryan. There's no getting away from it.
We're not very good, are we?
Listen, Mandy, you did exactly the right thing. In Pointless, you have to go out right to the edge of the ice.
What? Sunny side up.
Sunny side up, only 7. I know, it's madness.
And to be fair, you would have lost anyway.
Yeah, but that's what, because of his rubbish chisel answer, so.
It's swings and roundabouts.
It is very much. Well, thank you very much, Mandy and Ryan. It's been such a shame not to see more of you, but you've been brilliant contestants. Lovely having you on the show. Thanks so much. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, obviously, there's only room for 2 pairs in the head-to-head, so one team is going to be leaving us at the end of this round. OK, our category for round 2 this afternoon is theatre. Theatre. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? OK, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Splendid. Our round 2 question concerns famous plays and their playwrights. Famous plays and their playwrights. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you a list of 6 plays on each pass. We asked 100 people which British-born playwright wrote those plays. If you give us a nice obscure answer, you'll score fewer points. If you give us a wrong answer, though, you're going to score 100. There's going to be 12 plays in all, 12 playwrights to guess. Very best of luck.
OK, thank you very much, Richard. So we're looking for the British-born playwrights who wrote these plays. And we have got An Inspector Calls, Beautiful Thing, Much Ado About Nothing, The History Boys, Peter Pan, Abigail's Party. I'll read those one more time. An Inspector Calls, Beautiful Thing, Much Ado About Nothing, The History Boys, Peter Pan, Abigail's Party. There we are. There are the 6 plays. Now, Carol.
I'm going to go for The History Boys, Alan Bennett.
History Boys, Alan Bennett, you're saying. OK, well, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. He's right. Very well done. A nice single-figure score, 8 for The History Boys, Alan Bennett.
Yeah, well played, Carol. Won both an Olivier and Tony Award for Best Play, turned into a film as well.
Very good indeed. Now then, Mick.
There is an obvious one, and I suppose there's one slightly less obvious, and I'm afraid that's the one I've got to go for. J.M. Barrie wrote Peter Pan.
J.M. Barrie, Peter Pan, says Mick. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. He's right. 27. That's not terrible, though. 27 for Peter Pan.
Yeah, well done, Mick. Quite a surprisingly low score, isn't it? It first appeared in a novel called Little White Bird, Peter Pan, before J.M. Barrie put him in the play.
OK, Tom. You are the last person to have this list.
Right.
So if you like, you can talk us through it and fill in the blanks.
I think there's only one on there which I could really have a go at. And obviously I think it's going to be relatively high. And that's Much to Do About Nothing by William Shakespeare.
Much Ado About Nothing, William Shakespeare, you are saying. Well, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Much Ado About Nothing, William Shakespeare. Good luck, Tom. Wow. 55. Well, you got off pretty lightly there, I'd say. 55
I would say so, yeah.
for Shakespeare. Richard?
Yeah, shall we have a minute's silence for the fact that 45 people don't know Much Ado About Nothing by Shakespeare? Oh. We've had Spice Girls singles score higher than that, I think, in our time.
Yeah.
Let's fill in the rest of the board, though. I suspect you might be quite good at this. And Inspector Calls?
J.B. Priestley.
J.B. Priestley, exactly right. Would have scored 6 points. Abigail's Party?
Is Mike Lee.
Mike Lee, exactly right, 3 points. And there's a pointless answer up there, Beautiful Thing. If anyone knows that at home, very, very well done. Do you know that one?
Jonathan Harvey.
Jonathan Harvey, exactly right. Pointless answer, very well done if you got that.
OK, well, thanks very much, Richard. We are halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the score. Carol and Phil, brilliant low score there. 8 points, looking very strong for the head-to-head. Then we go up to Mick and Phil H on 27, and then we go up quite a leap to Tom and Darren on 55. So yes, Darren, you have a bit of a mountain to climb on this second pass. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more plays on the board, and here they are. We have got Shirley Valentine, The Mousetrap, The Birthday Party, Edward II, A Chorus of Disapproval, and Blithe Spirit. I'll read those one more time. Shirley Valentine, The Mousetrap, The Birthday Party, Edward II, A Chorus of Disapproval, and Blithe Spirit. Now remember, we are looking for the playwrights who wrote these plays, and you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Darren, you're the high scorers on 55. There's nothing for it but for you to try and find the most obscure answer you can.
Yeah, and I think it's going to get even higher because I don't recognise any of them. It's probably the weakest subject you could have possibly picked. Genuinely no idea. I'm just going to guess Shakespeare again for Edward II.
OK, Edward II, Shakespeare, you are saying. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. There's no red line for you, obviously, because you are the highest scorers. Edward II, Shakespeare, says Darren. Bad luck. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. That takes you out of everyone else's reach to 155. Richard?
Yeah, sorry, Darren, I won't give you the right answer just in case either of the Phils want to have a go at that.
OK, now then, Phil H, you are through to the head-to-head. Even if you score 100 points, you won't overtake Darren and Tom on 155.
There is one that I know, but it's obvious. But I'm going to say The Mousetrap, Agatha Christie.
The Mousetrap, Agatha Christie. No red line for you, you're already through. Let's see how many people knew that answer. That's right. 34. 34, which adds to your 27 and takes your total up to 61. Richard?
Yeah, well done, Phil. It's been on in London's West End since 1952.
So then, Phil, we come to you. Phil P, you're the last person to have this board, so feel free to mop up.
My summary of this board isn't going to be great. The only one I knew was the Mousetrap, but that was only because I was dragged to it. I haven't even heard of these other plays. So I'm going to have to go with A Chorus of Disapproval, and that was by Gordon Taylor.
A Chorus of Disapproval by Gordon Taylor. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Gordon Taylor. No! Very bad luck, Phil P. Unfortunately, that's a wrong answer, as you might have suspected. It scores you the maximum of 100 points, taking your total to 108. But you're through to the head-to-head, so it doesn't matter. Richard.
Yeah, one of my favourite wrong answers, though. Gordon Taylor, where'd you get that from? I like it. Chorus of Disapproval is actually by Alan Ayckbourn. Would have scored you 5 points. So Alexander, I might test you again.
Go on then.
Blithe Spirit.
Noel Coward.
Noel Coward, yeah, would have scored you 11. Shirley Valentine.
Willie Russell.
Willie Russell, absolutely right. Would have scored you 6. Birthday Party.
Harold Pinter.
Pinter, yeah, would have scored 4. Now, Edward II is a pointless answer. Do you know Edward II?
I don't know.
Christopher Marlowe. Very well done if you said Marlowe at home.
OK, well, thank you very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, it's Tom and Darren. I'm sorry to say that was a very tough round for you, wasn't it?
Unfortunate for us, the questions. Just not really into theatre. Don't read a lot, so it was a big struggle for me.
Yeah.
It was one of the subjects which I was hoping wouldn't come up, but that's the way it happens.
Well, I'm afraid this is where we have to say goodbye, Darren and Tom. It's been great having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming along and playing. Great contestants. But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are about to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Very well done, Mick and Phil. Phil and Carol, you've made it through to the head-to-head. Now, obviously, only one pair can make it through to today's final and play for the jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. Now, for each question, each pair needs to give me just one answer, but you are now allowed to confer. All you have to do is come up with an answer that scores less than the other pair, and you will win that question. The first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for today's jackpot. Let's play Pointless. Here's your first question. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Chas and Dave UK Top 40 hits as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any single released by Chas and Dave or which had them as a named featured artist which has reached the UK Top 40 prior to May 2011, please.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Mick and Phil, you have played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first.
OK,
Phil.
We're going to have to apologise for the pronunciation, but we're going to go for Gurcha.
Gurcha.
Carlson.
All right, Mick and Phil have gone for Gurcha. Phil and Carol, should you need to confer any further, you can do it out loud now.
I don't think we need to
We've
confer.
got no idea.
Because I did see him play the other year. But
Did you?
I don't know, but I wasn't listening. Luckily, I wasn't listening.
Oh,
but
Phil, can you not remember any words?
I can't remember any words. I'm confusing them with Right Said Fred. I mean, I know.
What are you doing?
No.
Oh, imagine Chas and Dave playing shirtless.
Oh my goodness, I think this is probably like some Edwardian pub song. Roll out the barrel.
Yeah, go for it.
Roll out the barrel.
Roll out the barrel. It's not a bad suggestion at all. We have Gurcha from Mick and Phil, and we have Roll Out the Barrel from Phil and Carol. Mick and Phil, let's see. Gurcha, is it right? How many people said it? Yep, it's right. Very well done. 12. Particularly well chosen Chas and Dave number there, if I may say. Phil and Carol have gone for Roll Out the Barrel. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Roll Out the Barrel. Bad luck, but well tried. I'm afraid an incorrect answer, which means that after one question, Mick and Phil are up 1-0. Richard?
Yeah, it's not a bad guess at all. They did do a version of Roll Out the Barrel on an album once,
Of course
Chas
they
and
did.
Dave, but not one of their famous singles, I'm afraid. Let's take a look at their 5 UK Top 40 hits. Stars Over 45 was a pointless answer. Ain't No Pleasing You, which got to number 2. That's
can I put my hand up and say I love that song?
That's a brilliant song, isn't it?
Ain't No Pleasing You is one of my favourite songs.
That's an absolute non-novelty song, just a straightforward,
it's a
brilliant
beautiful song.
Yep. Gurcha, less so, but you know, still a nice song. 12 points. Snooker Loopy, of course, which was the Matchroom mob featuring Chas and Dave.
Can I put my hand
17.
up and say I love? No, I'm sorry.
And Rabbit, right at the top there, 53 points. That's nearly as many people know Chas and Dave did Rabbit as know William Shakespeare did Much Ado About Nothing.
OK, now here is your second question. Phil and Carol, you have to win this question to stay in the game. Very, very best of luck. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many European countries with a monarch as they could. European countries with a monarch, Richard.
Yeah, looking for any European country that has a reigning monarch as of April 2011. As always, by country, we mean a member of the UN that's a sovereign state in its own right.
OK, now then, Phil and Carol, you go first this time.
We're going to go for Sweden.
OK, Sweden. Mick and Phil?
For Sweden.
You said Sweden, haven't you? So we'll go for Norway.
Say Norway.
OK, you're saying Norway. We have Sweden, we have Norway. In the order they were given, Phil and Carol said Sweden. Let's see if that's right. It's right. 30. Mick and Phil are saying Norway. Is it right? How many people said it? Right. Well done, Phil and Carol. That's exactly what you needed to do. Brilliant answer there. 30, Sweden wins it for you. Just so after 2 questions, it's 1-1, Richard.
Yeah, well played. Let's have a look at all the European countries with monarchs. There's Liechtenstein and Andorra. Both would have scored you 2. Very well done if you said either of those. Luxembourg and Belgium on 12. Sweden 30. Netherlands 31. Alongside Norway, also 31. There Denmark 32. Monaco 41. Spain 61. And the UK 90.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, here is your 3rd question. Whoever wins this question goes through to the final. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Conservative Michaels in government as they could. Conservative Michaels, Richard.
Yeah, looking for any Conservative politician called Michael, or who is commonly known as Michael, who's held any cabinet post from 1979 right through to April 2011, please. OK,
Mick and Phil, you go first this time.
OK, we're going to go for somebody who's actually in government now. And we're going to say Michael Gove, sorry.
Michael Gove, say Mick and Phil. So, Phil and Carol?
I think we're going to have to go with Michael Howard.
Michael Howard, you're saying? So we have Michael Gove, we have Michael Howard. Mick and Phil. You've gone for Michael Gove. Whoever wins this question is through to the final. Michael Gove, is it right? And if it is, how many people said him? Yep, right. Very well done. 15 for Michael Gove. Phil and Carol have gone for Michael Howard. Let's see if he's right. And if he is, let's see how many people said Michael Howard. He's right. 21. Very well done, Mick and Phil. Michael Gove, 15. So after 3 questions, Mick and Phil are through to the final, 2-1. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, guys. Well played, both teams. Really, really good head-to-head. There were 3 killer answers, actually, that would have beaten even Michael Gove. Let's take a look at them. Michael Jopling, now Baron Jopling, was Chief Whip under Thatcher. Lord Havers, who was Attorney General and Lord Chancellor under Thatcher. Both of those are pointless. Very well done if you said either of them. Michael Forsyth, who was John Major's Scottish Secretary, would have scored you 2. There's Michael Gove, Cameron's first Education Secretary, 15. Michael Howard, 21. Michael Portillo, 41. And Heseltine was actually right at the top of the list with 48.
OK, thank you very much, Richard. So the losing pair at the end of the head-to-head, I'm afraid, Phil and Carol. But the good news is we will see you again next time, when I hope we will see you go all the way through to the final. But meanwhile, thanks so much for playing. Phil, Carol, brilliant contestants. Thank you. For Phil and Mick, it's now time for our pointless final and the chance to win our jackpot of £1,000. Congratulations, Mick and Phil. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. There it is. Now, the rules are very simple. To win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people could think of. Now, we've had no pointless answers on the show today. You only have to find one now, and you will go home with that money. First, though, you've got to choose a category, and you can choose from these 3 options. They are acting dames, singer-songwriters, sportsmen.
Acting dames are not necessarily film stars, which would be your forte.
Well, I don't know. Singer-songwriters?
Singer-songwriters.
Sportsmen. I don't like the look of sportsmen. I reckon acting dames.
Go on. Yes, I'm game.
Singer-songwriters? What do you think?
No, we'll go for acting dames.
We'll go for acting
Yeah, go
dames.
for
Acting dames.
Acting
Very
dames.
good. OK, well, let's
Acting
find out what the question is. We
Yeah.
gave 100 people...
Can we change our minds after?
No. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Helen Mirren films as they could. Helen Mirren Films. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Helen Mirren has received an acting credit prior to May 2011, please. No short films, TV films or documentaries, but voice performances do count.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £1,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Right. If we
The Long Good Friday.
Yeah, pretty obvious.
Oh, is it? Oh.
If we go recently, she's just done that one with Bruce Willis called Red.
Oh, yes, yeah.
If we go Red, if we go back a few years, there was that Peter Greenaway film, The Cook, the Thief, the Wife, and his lover and her lover.
I like that one.
You like the film? You like the
No, I like the answer.
that one, Red.
Red.
Let's go for something. Another Helen Mirren film. Wasn't she in Caligula? Wasn't she in the original Caligula with Malcolm McDowell?
What's
She
that on
was-
telly though?
No. It was a feature film. It was banned for ages, wasn't it? So should we go for The Cook, the Thief, Caligula, and Red?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we choose them 3?
Yes, you're one.
You've
Okay.
got your 3.
I think we've got our 3.
We're going to stop the clock. OK, you've got your 3 answers, so let's hear them. We were looking for Helen Mirren Films.
Okay, we're going to go for Red,
Red,
Caligula,
Caligula,
The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover.
The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover.
Yeah.
OK, of those 3, which do you think is your best
That
punt?
one.
That one.
That one. I
The
think
Cook,
is probably
the
the
Thief,
most.
his wife, and her lover.
Yeah.
We'll put that one last.
Okay. We think Red will be the most popular because it's
So
most
go
recent.
for Caligula in the middle.
Yeah.
And Caligula in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, let's put them up on the board in that order, and here they are. Red, Caligula, the Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover. OK, we were looking for Helen Mirren Films. You said this was your least confident answer. Remember, you only have to find one pointless to win that £1,000 jackpot. So let's see. Red, you've said. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very best of luck. Red. It's right. That was the first thing it had to be. The second thing it has to be is pointless. We will discover how much our 100 people know about Helen Mirren Films here. Down it goes. 12. Not bad at all. You put that first. You said that was the one
That's
you
not
were...
bad for the least confident.
Exactly. There you are. 12 is a great starting point.
Okay.
Unfortunately, therefore, not a pointless answer. You only have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot of £1,000. What would you do with £1,000?
I think I would take my wife out and probably the family as well and have a good slap-up night out.
Fantastic.
Well, I'd save mine because I'm part of that family.
Yeah.
I'd expect him to treat me with his share of it, and I'd keep mine. I don't know, spend it on Christmas sweets or something.
I know that he would help me out.
Very good. Oh, I really hope you get to do that. We are looking for Helen Mirren Films. Let's hope nobody said your next answer. This has to be pointless. Caligula. If you are going to win that £1,000, Caligula has to be right and pointless. Let's see, for £1,000, how many people said Caligula? Well, it also is right. Your first answer, Red, about a recent film. Caligula. Let's see how far this goes down. Still going down. Single figures. Down it goes. Oh, very well done. 2.
It's an improvement.
I tell you what, this is all going in the right direction. Fantastic. Right, OK. Your last chance. The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover. We're looking for Helen Mirren Films. You said this was your most confident answer.
I think it's the less well-known of the three, I would have thought, but...
I'd never heard of it.
Well, that's right.
So I live in hopes now.
Fantastic. Exactly. I mean, Caligula, there are all sorts of reasons why people might remember Caligula.
Yes.
OK, this has to be pointless. It has to be. This is your last chance to win the jackpot. The cook, the thief, his wife and her lover. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very best of luck, Mick and Phil. It's right. It's right. So, we've come from 18 on red down to 2 for Caligula. Let's see how far this can go. If this goes all the way down to 0, you leave here with £1,000. Oh, no! Oh dear, unfortunately you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, which rolls over onto the next show, but you have been brilliant contestants.
Thank you.
Really brilliant contestants, and you do get to take home our pointless trophy, of course. Very well done. Richard.
Guys, I'm so sorry. You've been so good throughout. Brilliant answers. You've been such fun as well. It's about to get a tiny bit worse as well. The very first thing you said when this came up, Mick, you said...
oh, no, don't tell me that was 0.
You said the long Good Friday. Phil, you said, no.
That's so obvious.
That's too obvious. It's a pointless answer. Would have won you the jackpot. Let's take a look at some of the other pointless answers as well.
I shan't say anything to him.
2010, which was a sci-fi thriller from 1984 about how unbelievably modern 2010 would be. A Midsummer Night's Dream, which was a film version of a play by a little-known English playwright named William Shakespeare. Mosquito Coast with Harrison Ford, that was pointless. The Long Good Friday, there it is. That, of course, was about Bob Hoskins trying to redevelop the Docklands as a site for a future Olympic Games, which is probably a slightly more accurate reflection of 2010 than the original film. The Madness of King George, she played George's wife, Queen Charlotte, and she was the Queen of Egypt in The Prince of Egypt as well. Guy, really, really bad luck. You played so terrifically. Great answers in this round as well. Really, really bad luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's hard, isn't it? You said that.
Yeah, and I overruled him.
You said that.
I didn't really overrule you, did I? Yeah.
Well, you did really.
So I think you sort of talked yourself out of it, didn't you?
I shan't say a word to him.
No.
I'm sure you'll be as good as your word, Mick.
He'll just have to wait with his 2 brothers when they read the will.
Yeah. Well, you've done incredibly well. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you, Mick and Phil, but it's been such a pleasure having you on the show. You've been brilliant contestants. Thank you both so much for playing.
Thank you.
Nobody's won our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.